Sorry, I had to wait for the riff to hit. Happy New Year's, brother.
Happy New Year's, man. What's going on?
Just staying warm, you.
Yeah. Embracing this cold. I love it.
It's cold.
Uh, yeah. Got to get there on the slopes here soon. Got to get a little bit more snow, though.
A little more
And a
snow,
free
less
weekend.
cold.
Yeah.
And a free
A
weekend.
free weekend.
That would help.
Yeah.
That would really help. Yeah. Well, hey, cheers, man. It's 2024. The
Cheers.
year of the mortgage, as they say. So, at least, so I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, a lot of talk about 2024. What do you think? Where are we going? What's going to happen?
I think it's gonna be a crazy year. Not that last year wasn't a crazy year,
Or the year
or
before?
the year before.
Or the year before that?
Yeah, we've been on a bit of a roller coaster, as they say. But no, I really think that we people that buy a house now or last month, probably until about end of February, early March, you're gonna look at those people basically the same way as you looked at the people in the beginning of COVID, people that bought the homes. Um, there wasn't much. People weren't out buying at that time. It was a very controversial time. People didn't really know what was going to happen. As right now, rates have been climbing. We've seen a little bit of dip. What's going to happen? Well, what's going to happen is when these rates drop, there are going to be a surplus of buyers out there. I mean, how many buyers do we have?
Millions of new buyers.
Well, we don't have
every time
millions,
that
but
rate ticks down. Well,
yeah, we have tons of people sitting in limbo. So those come down, and then it's just gonna bump those purchase prices up again. There's gonna be bidding wars again. We're gonna see the appraisal gaps. We haven't had to deal with those in a while, but I bet you something like that's gonna come back. Maybe not to as dramatic as it was, but yeah. I mean, I really think
I agree with you, though. I agree.
People are like, damn, I should have got in, and now's the time to get in. Especially with brokers like us. We make everything so simple. We can go so quick.
Go so quick.
Quick as 7 days. Who can do that? We can.
True story. Dude, I think you hit it on the head, right? Like right now, it's such a unique time because sellers are totally willing to negotiate. The concession is still around to help with closing costs, whatever, bring a little less cash to the table, give you a little something. So the value is there. Rates have dropped significantly since October of 23, as we record this here in early January of 24. And it's a perfect time. I mean, and to your point, man, less competition out there as a buyer. I mean, it's supply and demand at its finest, right? The moment these rates fall off, the supply and demand curve is just going to kill the people who are on the fence, who aren't hopefully prepared to get into that bidding war, like you said, or maybe not buy the house of their dreams, right? They're gonna have to sacrifice for something else because it's just gonna get so expensive. So
right. Yeah, your purchase power, everything goes down when these things go. And we say it all the time. It's one of my mottos ever since I've been in the industry. Is you marry the house, you date the mortgage. We can change these things at any time. Date the rate, marry the mortgage.
Date the rate.
It's a little crass to say, but it's kind of the best analogy you got.
Yeah. It's funny. So I found this. I thought I'd jump in on, but so Fannie Mae, right, who puts out, I mean, they should know everything because they are the backbone to pretty much everything in the mortgage world, right? They did this national housing survey, and it came out just a couple of days ago. And they were talking about, a lot of jumbo up top, right? All the industry jargon that you and I love to read and try to educate ourselves on. But this chart really stood out to me, right? Because it was this poll they did with customers thinking about where interest rates are going to go. And for the first time since June of 20, and then obviously a long prior stretch of a decade before that, the clients are feeling equally optimistic that the rates are going to go up as they are going to go down or stay the same, right? So that tells me that no one knows what's going to happen, but everyone has a good
No.
feeling that it's going to be a positive, right? That no one's anticipating gloom and doom anymore, uh, like they were the last couple of years, right? So I don't know. I mean, I really do feel like it's a um, I mean, it's gonna be a great time. I mean, you and I see it in our day to day, and I mean, we've been, I guess, blessed beyond most that we've stayed quite busy. Q4 of 23 was great for us, and Q1
Yeah.
is hectic, right? We're not getting that ski weekend this weekend, that's for sure. Um,
No.
but I don't know. I mean,
But
what do you think? I mean, I don't think we're ever gonna see those historic lows again, right? Where do you
no.
think these rates might end up? Like, what's your I mean, I can tell you what the talking heads say, right? Like, um, what is it? Where is it here? The Wall Street Journal, I found it somewhere, said, oh man, where'd it go? Wish technology, great when it works, right? So,
No, you have too many tabs open.
oh, dude, it's like my brain. All the tabs are open. There's music playing somewhere. I'm not sure what's going on. So this is from the Wall Street Journal. They are saying that, according to these sources, right, we're going to see. I think everyone's in agreement on, and this is again conventional loans, average locked rates, et cetera, for the 30-year. But they're saying by the end of 24, we're going to see stuff in the low sixes. And I don't know if these guys just absolutely work with the worst lenders in the world when they do these things or what, but um, you know, we're already there, right? If not better than that in our little
Yeah.
world. So I
Yeah.
don't know. Where do you think
It's
they're going to
also
go?
it's also Wall Street Journal, so take that for what it's worth.
Fair
No
enough.
offense to
Fair enough.
any of the media outlets out there.
Hmm.
Don't get canceled. But no, I see them coming down. I don't think, nor do I want to see them back at that crazy low, pandemic levels that we saw, because obviously that was terrible for everyone.
Yeah.
Um, but realistically, we've been doing this a long time here, and fours are great. That's a very strong area to be in. That's when things are humming. Fives, I think, is a great value there for everyone.
Yeah.
Um, and that's right where it needs to be in that ballpark. Obviously, lower the better. Obviously, we'd love to see that for ourselves,
Yeah.
and for everyone. But I really feel that this is the time now. If you're on the fence at all, you got to jump in. You got
Dude,
to
I
jump
couldn't
in
agree with
and
you more. Couldn't agree.
get going.
And,
But I mean, that
and
that also correlates to. Sorry, that
no,
also goes to people that have purchased recently in the last 2-year time span. I mean, any of our government-backed loans out there, any of our FHA, VA borrowers, you're
great
automatically
time to
looking at
streamline.
those EARLs, the streamlines, save you money immediately now, and just keep capitalizing as these things bottom out. I mean, I don't know about you, but I overexpended ourselves for this holiday season, as most people do. We're looking
Anyone
at
with kids,
pinching
man. Oh,
pennies.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're looking at pinching pennies anywhere we can. And yeah, if we could save, a couple $100 every month on our mortgage, you know, it's streamlined, easy process, no appraisals needed, anything.
Appraisals, no income
Get
docs,
you
no credit
in,
docs needed. In and out in a couple
skip
of
a
days.
month's payment or two. Come on,
Yeah. Yeah.
that
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 is
could really
true. I
help
mean,
right now.
those anyone that's in that FHA or VA loan, if you're over 6.25, give us a holler, as we can
Absolutely.
absolutely get you taken care of. And I mean, we can easily knock an entire point off that if we go. If we go with the best, right, one of our best lenders out there, I'm sure we can get a point off that, no problem. So,
Mhm. And that's big time
that's a great
savings. And
point.
we're talking,
Yeah, dude, a few hundred, easily multiple $100 a month savings for what, a phone
oh yeah,
call? Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
A text message, email, a
yeah.
tweet, whatever it takes.
Tweet, tweet us, X
Speaking of
us,
that,
X us. Yeah, I don't
heck
have our
yeah,
X
there's
on
the
there. Do
info.
we have X? I don't know if we have X. I don't know.
I'm,
Well, long speak
I
lending,
thought you,
you'll get it somewhere. Yeah.
I thought you're the social media guy.
I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. Hey, so what do you, I mean, you know what? I'm excited. 24 is gonna be great, right? I think that not only is it great for our company as we keep growing and having a great time as the Mortgage Bros on our long speak lending, but I feel like it's going to be great for clients. I feel like it's going to be great for realtors.
Yeah.
Stimulate the economy a little bit. Everyone that's associated with the real estate industry as a whole. So I just hope people do take your advice. And that's great advice in the beginning, right? Like see what's out there, because I really do think there are people starting to sell too, right? That inventory is gonna start opening up, get a little greater
Yeah.
as people realize that they're not scared to sell because they not doing as much of a lateral move. They might find something good out there. So
And
yeah,
it's also we're talking the historical, purchase season. We're coming up in the spring, early summer. Throughout the summer, that's this time to go, and you want to get on top of it now. That's what we always tell our clients: is you want to be on top of it at the beginning of the year. If you're looking at making that move into a new school district, whatever it might be, um, yeah, right now, and
agreed.
it's just such recent memory of back in 2020 when people were making moves, people got great deals, and then people waited and waited and waited.
Listen, there's no house in Colorado is going to get cheaper between now and the next decade. It's just not going to happen. Supply and demand,
No,
right? Like it's just not going to happen. With the amount of people wanting to move to our beautiful state, I wish, again, going back to our ski weekend, please stay home. We don't want to drive in the snow. But, it's a supply and demand. I keep saying it. These houses are going to get so expensive. And I feel bad for first time buyers, right? We have a lot of first time buyer programs to help people get in with very little out of pocket. But, it's sticker shock when you look at your first house being $500,000 or whatever that number might be, um,
yeah.
in the near future here, and big purchase. Obviously, we'd love to help that, coach you through, teach you up on all the things you can do to better yourself there. But at the same time,
It
think about
definitely,
that equity that they
it,
can earn, right?
yeah, absolutely. I was just gonna say, yeah, the sticker shock's there. Obviously, it's the biggest purchase most of us make. It's definitely the biggest one I've ever made. Um, but at the same point, that sticker shock versus paying somebody else's rent to the paying yourself, building the equity, building that
Yeah.
lifelong, generational wealth is what it's all about. So it is a little bit of a sticker shock, like you said, but it's really not that much from the rent,
No, I mean,
everything.
oh,
Now's the
seeing
time.
seeing what some of our clients pay in rent as they exit their rentals and get into their homes, it's oof,
Yeah,
uh, sticker
we're
shock for
saving
sure
some
on
people
those.
money,
So.
saving
Absolutely, we
people
are.
money,
Yeah, absolutely, put it back
and
in your own
building wealth.
pocket. So, yeah. Well, brother, listen, man. I know
Yeah,
24 is
brother.
going to be awesome for us. We'll jump back on in the next couple of days, talk up some more stuff. I'm sure as we get a little closer to really firing up this early spring purchase season, and as we run into the real purchase season when kids get out of school and stuff, man, it's going to be hectic. So I'm looking forward to it. At the same time, I'm nervous
It's gonna be
to
crazy.
see where it goes. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So,
It's
listen, man, I
gonna be
know it's
crazy.
getting late. We've had a long day, but I wish you cheers. Have finish a beer.
Yeah.
Um, it's
Cheers.
after
Cheers.
hours. We can totally do this. Uh,
No,
yeah,
just don't tell HR, right?
Oof, that HR's got their hands full of us. I tell you what. So,
I know.
all right, brother. Listen, man, you have a
All
great
right.
night.
Be good.
Tell the family say what up, and hey, I'll see you at
Be
work
good.
in the morning. All right.
All righty. You guys be good, everyone. We'll see y'all.
Yeah. Out.